In this video, we're going to learn how to add and subtract fractions. So how do you add and subtract fractions that have like denominators or denominators that are the same? Well, you're going to perform the operation to the numerators only. Then you're going to keep the denominator and simplify if possible. So let's take a look at an addition problem. 3/5 plus 1/5. Notice here that the denominators are indeed the same. They're both 5. So we can add the numerators and keep the denominator. So I can rewrite this as 3 plus 1 over 5, which 3 plus 1 is 4. So this comes out to be 4 over 5, or 4/5. What about a subtraction problem? 9/10 minus 3/10. Well, I'm going to be able to subtract the numerators and keep the denominator. So I can rewrite this as 9 minus 3 over 10. Now 9 minus 3 is 6, so this is 6/10. But this is simplifiable, so I am going to simplify it. I can divide both 6 and 10 by 2, which is going to give me 3/5. But what if the denominators aren't the same, you might ask? Well, if they have different denominators, then your first step is going to be different. What you're going to do is find that least common denominator, or LCD. Then you're going to rewrite each fraction with that LCD as the denominator. After that, you'll be able to follow the steps as before. You're going to perform the operation on the numerator only, keep the denominator, and simplify if possible. Let's try a problem like that. 1/2 plus 4/7. Well, these are definitely not the same denominator. I have 2 and I have 7. So I need to find the least common denominator. In this case, that would be 14. So in order to make the first fraction have a denominator of 14, I'll have to multiply the top and bottom by 7, because 2 times 7 is 14. And my second fraction, to make it 14, I'll have to multiply that 7 by 2. But again, what you do to the bottom, you do to the top. So when I do that multiplication for each fraction, this problem becomes 7/14 plus 8/14. So if I have that, I'm now going to be able to combine the numerators by addition and keep the denominator. Now, 7 plus 8 is going to be 15. So that gives me 15 over 14. All right, I have one more practice problem for us. This one is 5/6 minus 1/4. What's the common denominator going to be in this case? Well, 6 and 4, the smallest number that both go into evenly, is 12. So we're going to rewrite each fraction with the LCD of 12. To do that, to get the 6 to 12, I'm going to multiply by 2 on top and bottom for the first fraction. And to get the 4 to be 12, I'm going to multiply by 3 on top and bottom for the second fraction. That gives me 10 over 12 minus 3 over 12. Now that they have the same denominator, I'm going to be able to combine the numerators and keep the denominator. So I can do 10 minus 3 over 12, which is really just 7 over 12. And that is how you add and subtract fractions.